fuck? Where am I, man? Look, gang, I don't know where I am right now. I don't even know if I could do the video today, guys. Where the fuck am I? Oh, there's the door. Let's see if I can get out of here. What does this lead to?
Element of surprise!
Alright, gang, let the horror glaze commence because the spooky committee up above has blessed us with some good scares in the month of May. Whether you like it, whether you love it, keep your eyes peeled because this is a perfect time to be a film lover. Doesn't matter what age you are, shape, sizes, color, just don't ruin the party for us, okay? Don't be a party pooper. We don't judge around these streets.
We shall never deny a guest, even the most ridiculous request.
And by saying this, I watched Backrooms last night, and simply, this was a really good movie with some small nitpicks and some questions that I still want answers to. And before we lock in, gang, Kane Parsons and Curry Barker are indeed the future of horror, which is incredible with its originality from both films. You don't really get that from these stupid ass, big ass Marvel and Disney films. Honestly, originality is at an all-time high right now in the film community. These YouTubers, these outsiders of the Hollywood bubble are making better movies than Star Wars. Star Wars that came out this year. It's not doing as good as Obsession or The Backrooms. And it's not supposed to be that way. Star Wars is one of the greatest movie franchises of all time. And it's not on the level of Obsession and Backrooms right now. Like, are you serious? That's how you know Kane Parsons and Curry Barker are the absolute future. They're inspiring so many people. They're inspiring a whole generation right now. A lot of Disney, Marvel, and other big time Hollywood studio productions, they come out with these super CGI ass movies that look like crap. I could probably draw a stick figure and it'll look better than half of these big budget Hollywood movies. And there has been this raging battle online of which film is more scarier or which film is the best, either Obsession or Backrooms, aka Back Session. This battle has been running wild like Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior in the 1980s. This feud between the horror films has been more glazed than the New York Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs in the finals this year. And rightfully so. But these are two different kinds of horror films. One is liminal space horror, where you feel like there's this endless loop that you're never going to get out of. And the other one is be careful what you wish for, or your crush is going to cut up your limbs and put it in a delivery box. But we're here to talk about Backrooms, so I'm just letting you guys know there will be spoilers in this show today. This is directed by Kane Parsons. Me personally, I knew about Kane Parsons due to other streamers and YouTubers reacting to his videos online. For example, YouTuber Corey Kenshin would have these spooky, scary Sunday videos where his fans would send him scary videos online and he would review them. And some of the videos that were being sent to him were the Backrooms videos from Kane Parsons or Kane Pixels. And that's kind of how I found out about him, which was a couple years ago, I want to say. And I would also watch streamer Queso. He would play the Backrooms video games, which was a very entertaining experience. I don't know if it was because of Queso or the actual aura of the video game, but it was a fun time watching that. As far as the Backrooms movie goes, this was visually impressive. The found footage and the set design looked absolutely crisp and incredible. Just by looking at the set design, looking at this room, you already feel some sort of claustrophobia, some sense of loneliness. Like, that's some people's biggest fear, is just being alone. And this set design, this place gives off that vibe. This story follows a furniture store owner by the name of Clark, and I'm not sure how to pronounce the actor's name. He's very notable. He's had some good acting performances. I've seen him in 12 Years a Slave like years ago, and for that film, like that film was terrifying. It wasn't listed as a horror movie, but there were definitely some uncomfortable, violent moments in that movie. Like it was crazy. But Clark, he discovers the back room in the lower level of his store, and already he's curious. After discovering this back rooms, he then goes to tell his therapist by the name of Mary, but of course, she doesn't believe him at first. All for rip, I already liked how we got some depth and some storytelling into these characters, because initially I thought we were just gonna get creepy back rooms, creepy stuff in the back rooms, the entity, the creepy monsters, the flippy chairs and stuff stuck into the walls. It was more than just that. Clark is having marriage problems. He's having drinking problems. He's trying to get his furniture store up and running and everything, and it's not really looking too good on his end. Something that I noticed about Clark when he first entered the back rooms, the very first time, it seemed like he was very shocked. He was very confused, kind of terrified. But then the second time, the third time, multiple times he kept going back into the back rooms. This was like therapy for him. Like he was so comfortable being in this back room, like it was his second home. Also, it also kind of feels like this has no timestamp. This has no particular time frame, because you can see the found footage. The found footage, it's giving 1990s, early 2000s type vibes, right? And then you don't know how long Clark has been in this back rooms. Like after the first time, he, like I said, he was there multiple times on end. How, but for how long though? Was it a month, a year? Nobody knows. We don't know. But we just know that he felt super comfortable being here. But like I said before, there are some visually impressive, spooky, creepy, eerie vibes in this film. But where this film takes a nosedive, where it falls flat, in my opinion, is when Mary finally enters this dimension. She finally enters the back room. That's when this film leaves me with some questions. Like when Mary and Clark finally met up in the back rooms, that's where the confusion came in. Because why all of a sudden, after trying to conquer this back rooms, after trying to fight his demons and fight his nightmares inside this hellish back rooms, why would you all of a sudden become the bad guy? You're all of a sudden now the antagonist. You turn Hollywood Hogan heel turn on Mary. Why? Clark literally chokes out Mary, ties her up to the chair, surrounded by these still lifes, and then basically tells her, this is basically this is what Clark tells Mary. Do you believe me now? Are my delusions now validated from you now? Do you see the vision? Are you going to deny my personal failures and admit to you being wrong and me being right? But in my opinion, getting to this scene makes me realize the entity is Clark's nightmares. His nightmares are the ones causing all of this havoc in this back rooms. Even though technically the entity is the back rooms itself, but it's also his nightmares. And let me tell you, when I seen this cartoon Slender Man, Big Bird, Pirate Clark, whatever the fuck this was, I fucking started laughing. This shit was hilarious when this motherfucker came out. Like from a distance, this motherfucker looks goofy as hell. It looks so silly. But then when it comes up closer and closer to the camera, I got kind of creeped out a little bit. Like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, it looked like Wilt from Foster Home of Imaginary Friends. This motherfucker looks like Pirate Clark if he were a drug addict with Down syndrome. That's how fucking crazy this monster thing looked. Now, there is a scene in the movie where the Pirate Clark, the bigger, taller, more monstrous looking Clark, he bites into the regular human Clark. Like, he bites his ear, his shoulder, or something like that. But they just go to the next scene with Mary. But we don't know if Clark is dead or not. Like, the bigger Pirate Clark bit into him, and that's all we saw. We didn't see him at all after that. Now, don't get me wrong, gang. I really did enjoy this film. I actually enjoyed this more than I expected to, but there are still some holes. There are still some spots that are left unfulfilled, in my opinion. In my opinion, this kind of felt like a continuation of something, whether it's going to be a Backrooms 2 or Backrooms TV series. That I wouldn't mind as well. A Backrooms TV series, put it on Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max. That would be a good watch as well. And not honestly, not just Kane Parsons, Curry Barker as well. For them to be young, up and coming filmmakers coming from YouTube, and for this being their first films, this was incredible. Like, no matter what critics or anybody has to say about the Backrooms movie in particular, because it seems like there's a mixed bag online on the opinion of this film, even though I thought this was an absolute masterpiece, especially, like I said, visually impressive designs or whatnot. This is crazy. This is an insane, a good moment for both of these two. Backrooms had more veteran actors and veterans uh, in the project. So, you know, like I said, it's two different kinds of horror films. If you want more liminal space theories, more of a drag, you should watch Backrooms. Even though a lot of people online said it was boring, even though I didn't think it was boring, I was engaged and entertained the entire way through. For me personally, this was still a regular Kane Pixels YouTube Backrooms video, except with actors and some plot lines and some juicy stories going into it. So this was pretty fun, in my opinion, I think. And this is how you know Kane Parsons is good at what he does at his age. Mark Duplass, he was also in the Backrooms film. He was planning on assisting and helping Kane Parsons with the film as far as like directing, mentoring him and the other couple producers and veterans of the film industry. He basically was saying that they were going to help him, assist him with the film, and they didn't need him. There was no reason to, help him at all. He directed the entire movie on his own, and that's incredible. It's already his creation. Why not let him take over the reins? And they let him do that, and he knocked it out of the park. Really well done. But gang, that is all the time that we have today on the Bravo Wombo Show. Did you watch Backrooms, gang? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Do you prefer Obsession over Backrooms? Would you like to see Kane Parsons and Curry Barker team up to maybe make some sort of horror project together? I would like to see that, to be honest. But what do you guys think? We'll see. I'm out of here. Bye bye.